and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. My name is Issa, and I figured since I'm still very sick, I thought that I'd just sit down and chat with you guys about all the wonderful things that happened this week and sip on my peppermint tea. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so the exciting things that happened this week, we finally got our orders, which is extremely exciting. If you guys didn't know, my husband Franklin is in the United States Coast Guard, so that is why we're in the wonderful state of Michigan currently, because that's where we're stationed, in the nice town of St. Joe. It is extremely small. There's like 7,000 people who live here, which is extremely different from where we came from, which is South Florida. Yeah, just take that in for a minute and you will be like, oh my. So we just got orders. We were coming out of a Cubs game and we got a great phone call. And what that means is Franklin has had his name on an A school list. A school is where they pretty much like learn their trade of like the job that they're going to do. And we have been waiting for a very long time since he's put his name down in February. We were supposed to leave in May, which I had mentioned in a life update video a while ago, but it got pushed back and finally his name's off the list and we are going to be moving to Petaluma, California, July 23rd. Well, we leave the state of Michigan like 7 days beforehand, but he's supposed to report in at school July 23rd. So that is extremely exciting. I get to go with him to A school, which that doesn't happen very often. It only happens if your school is longer than, I want to say like 16 weeks. I could be very wrong. His school is 8 months or 7 months. So we're gonna be there from July to February, which is why I get to come with him. And that is considered a PCS, which means permanent change of station, which is extremely exciting. I have never been to California and I'm actually really nervous about it. I didn't realize that I was nervous until recently and I'm just like, oh, California, that should be exciting, I guess. I don't really know much about the West Coast. I am very much an East Coast girl. I was born in the Midwest, actually in Michigan. And I grew up in South Florida. I bopped around from like New Jersey, Missouri. So I've always been on the East Coast. So I really don't know much about the West Coast, but I'm really excited because it's something new and different, which is great. Besides us getting orders, which pretty much means we have a month to get everything together, organize, decide what we want to keep, what we want to get rid of, just like a lot of preparation so that when the movers come, they just pack everything up, we get into our car, and we drive across country, which is something new. I've never been on a road trip either, so this is a lot of firsts for me. I just can't wrap my head around it. We do get people who come and pack our stuff for us, which didn't happen when Franklin was in boot camp. I had to pack everything on my own, family and friends, and that was a little stressful. I pretty much declared that I never wanted to see another piece of bubble wrap ever again in my life, and I really mean it. I mean, my dad is also in the Coast Guard, so I didn't move as a child, but it's a completely different experience when you're a spouse. So there's just a lot of things happening through my mind right now, and I wanted to share it with you guys. But I've been sick this whole week, which really sucks because I absolutely hate being sick. It's terrible. But I mean, that's our exciting news. We finally got orders, and that is any military like spouse knows. When you're waiting for orders, you're like, are they coming? Are they here yet? Like, when are they getting here? Like, TikTok, come on. And it does take like a long time for them to process them, all the paperwork to go in. Currently, Franklin is doing a lot of paperwork to get us ready for our move, which is a whole nother thing. Lucky for us, we do get housing in Petaluma, which is the greatest thing ever. I'm being so serious. Because if you have a month to move and figure out where you're going to live, if you're living off economy, like right now in St. Joe, they don't have a base, they just have a small station. You have to live off economy and they give you BAH, which is basic allowance for housing. I think that's what it is. So you have to find somewhere to rent where you're going and pretty much do it all online if you have a wonderful ombudsman, which she pretty much just like walks you through and helps you out with your move. Mine, thank goodness, was amazing. She was extremely helpful, gave me a lot of information. She went and saw the properties for me because obviously I was in Florida and I couldn't exactly come over here. So I was extremely lucky. If you have an ombudsman, I would for sure reach out to whoever they are and they will help you, because they're really great at that. They know the area and they're just like, all right, I'll help you out. Usually it's a spouse of one of the other station members, which is cool because then your husband will know who they are when they get there. So I had to find a place to live in a very short amount of time. That is not easy. It's really not. So having housing on base pretty much eliminates that stress. You just have to call and set up housing. Well, Franklin has to call and set up housing, so that when we get there, we have a place to live and I'm not freaking out attempting to find a home in Petaluma. Cause like, let's be honest, I've never heard of Petaluma, ever. I don't know what's there. From what I've heard from other people, it's basically cow country. There's not a lot there. It's in the middle of nowhere. Luckily, it's like 55 minutes from San Francisco, which is pretty sweet, but that's all the information that I have. So yeah, but that is pretty much my life update. We are finally moving to Petaluma, California. If any of you know anything about Petaluma, California, and you think that I should know, places to go, things to see, please let me know in the comments down below. I would be extremely grateful. It'd be awesome. And that's basically all that I have for you guys. If you like this video, I know that it was a short one, please give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to become part of our little family and to click that little bell notification so that you know every time that I upload. I'll be here Saturdays and Wednesdays, and I love you guys very, very much. And until next time, bye! I'm so ill.